Welcome back everybody to Crapsburg. My name is, as always, Maxwell, and I've been having a think about Crapsburg, and I think, well, this is going to be hard for me to say, but it is pretty crap, hence the name. But I think part of the problem is in my mind I'm still sort of stuck in the SimCity 4 building idea, if you know what I mean. That you look at that square there and that is the only square that you get to build in, where really you can expand into all of these extra areas here. So I really should have been thinking more long term with the city rather than that I would be stuck just in this little area here. So I think that's kind of hampered my progress a little bit. And what also I think I'm going to have to do is just bite the bullet and buy a hell of a lot more landfill sites. Because rubbish is piling up so much. So I'm going to have to get some more landfill trucks. We already have the budget set to 150% for the garbage collection. So hopefully this should get the everything cleared up pretty quickly. We've got plenty of trucks going out. In fact, let's have a watch of the trucks. Do they have good arteries into the suburban areas? I think that they do. I'm pretty sure that they do. So I don't think the roads are a problem just yet. I think it was just the amount of trucks that I needed. And from what I've heard, an incinerator doesn't make it any better. So I was kind of just hoping that an incinerator would solve all of our garbage woes. But looking into it, I really don't think that's going to be the case. So unfortunately, I had to come up with a new plan, and I think the idea is just to buy extra landfill sites. I'm going to go ahead and put this there, just because I want to get some extra commercial down in this area. Going to make it a little bit of a shopping street, even though it's quite close to the industrial. Just want to take up a little bit of that space. We've got a lot of industrial there that's commercial there that's unzoned. And I guess this area isn't very desirable because there's nobody really moving in yet. So plan for this episode is just mitigate some of the disaster that happened to do with what type of road did I put down there? Oh, with grass in the middle. Okay, fair enough. Mitigate some of the disaster that was last week. Now, do those trucks have to stop while... I don't know why they can't just go on their own. I don't know why they have to stop. Well, it doesn't seem to be causing too many problems as yet. Probably will cause major problems further down the line, but we will see. Plenty of buildings abandoned up here. So the idea of this episode is to mitigate some of the problems that we had last time, and the problems were the garbage build-up. In fact, the people weren't really moving into the city thanks to the amount of garbage. And the fact that I've kind of designed it wrong. What you really want to do is have some kind of big central highway system that you want to get coming off your main city. You see, I'll be a little bit screwed here because if I buy this plot here with all the beachfront area, unfortunately I'll have Elm Park slap bang in the middle of that area there, which is kind of where I don't want it to be. So I think I might have to buy this area here. Or I don't really want to buy this area because it doesn't really come with much land. I mean, how much is it? 3,000. That's not very much at all. That's 4,000. That's 5,000. That'll give the most buildable land, but will also be the most boring. But I don't think we quite need any extra areas yet. I want to try and deal with the problems that we've got here first. Although, like I said, that's me stuck in old SimCity idea of just sticking with this little plot. And maybe what I need to do is just expand my horizons and expand my ideas. Look at that. All of the garbage trucks being used. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to plant another one down as well. We'll go totally overkill on the landfills. So I think what I might do once Crapsburg is well and truly totally fucked, we may move on and design a second city that hopefully isn't going to be quite as crappy as this first one. But we'll see. This is, I know I was talking about it on the channel vlog, but with me wanting to get back into live streaming, I think this is one of those games that would lend itself very, very well to live streaming. I think a live stream of this game could be fantastic. Now, I just want to check something. Not that. I'll have to do it straight. Yeah, you can make raised roads. That's pretty cool. I don't want to build any roads yet. Definitely don't want any commercial. Low demand for residential. Low demand for industrial. We'll zone some industrial here and here. The problem is I don't think our industrial is far enough away from the main part of the city yet. It's kind of quite close to it. And with me having no idea about city planning or road planning, it's just a mess. But hopefully it's something we can work on. Ah! I see there's some buildings on fire there. That's kind of what I need to deal with. I need a fire department down here. So that's on fire, and that doesn't have any fire coverage either. Can we take a loan? We can't. We can take that one for 20,000, but that wouldn't really... Well, we'll take it anyway. That'll get us 2 fire stations, at least. So, we'll have... one there. And we will have... one there. There we go. That should keep everybody nice and safe. And not burning... not burning down. Now, I think I may have to go through and upgrade this road here, because this is really our main artery. And what I might do is I'm going to see if not only can I upgrade it, but can I... No, I can't. I was wondering if I was going to be able to lift it up into the air, and then I could have other highways running underneath it, sort of as cross tracks. So this would be the sort of the main route through the city, and then other roads would just move underneath it. You see what I mean? So we're going to have a big 6-lane road going through the centre of the city, with 4-lane roads coming off it for the main arteries, and then that moves into city surface streets. We're getting some good growth numbers now. Garbage seems to not be a problem anymore. That's good. Seem to have fixed that problem just by buying far too many landfills. You know. When in doubt, just buy 10 of them, and it should work. If one isn't enough, buy 6. Right. How are we doing? Oh, it's a fire station. I thought that was a nice posh looking house. No, it's a fire station. Right, Mullison Heights. How big is Mullison Heights? Ah, right, it doesn't extend all the way down here. What do we have on there for policies? Recreational drug use and parks. Extra funding for parks. Seem to be important. Again, still more buildings getting abandoned here. So it would seem that oil industry, what's this? Generic industry. Ore industry. How can we check what kind of resources we have? It says we have ore, farming, forestry, no oil. So could I specialise this as mine raw ore from the Earth's crust and ship it to local businesses for further processing? Moderately increased ground pollution, electricity consumption, moderately increased tax income, required natural resource, or non-renewable. Now I don't know where there is ore, if there's specific places where it is, or if it's just everywhere. Now this coast, this was going to be my sort of golden coast. It was going to be the lovely area where where all the beachfront properties were going to go, but now it just looks absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Who's going to want to live there? Probably not very many people, to be honest. Unless the prices are quite cheap, then people might want to live there. Right, we're not making very much money, but it might be time to start making some more expansion. So I want to do something over here, because we don't really have anything. So I'm going to pull this road out to here. And from here, we're going to link up to there like that. And from here, that's pretty much just a straight road, that one. Oh no, we can probably get quite a bit more if we do it like this. Just knock one building down, ruin one person's life. And then if we pull... Come on, I don't want to knock both of these buildings down. And then we knock that one down. That looks good. So, we don't really need commercial, but this just kind of screams perfect for commercial and shops. And then all of this is going to be residential. I think this is still covered by the fire station we put down, and hopefully it should still have medical and school coverage, but we're going to check that. Fire department coverage looks good. Medical coverage, oh my god, medical coverage over here is terrible. Police coverage, not too great. School coverage in the rack is terrible. Everywhere else, okay. Down here it's pretty bad. We could probably do with a bit more cash. Yeah. We'll unzone this. There we go. And some more houses springing up. Oops, sorry, I think I just punched the microphone there. Right. So from what I've seen, the way other people build cities is they build sort of an area like that, and then they build a massive highway and they connect it up to another area like that, and then there's space in between, like suburbs and everything. But it looks like that's not how I'm building it. I'm building it like some kind of huge, mega sprawling mess that will almost certainly come back to haunt me at some point. Can I get this connected? Slope too steep, I can get that in there. That would be nice. There we go. I think we'll just leave that space there. We'll just give it up. It's, well, I suppose it doesn't have to be lost. We could probably get some connecting streets across like that. Just have to demolish a couple of people's houses. Seems to work. Yeah? Yeah. Right, let's get this residentialed up. We're going to leave the area just here for commercial. For the first time, this outside ring here is going to be residential. And then we're going to commercial up this area and this area. For some reason we didn't get those two single squares there. We didn't get that single square there. And this one here. It's weird. The painting mechanics on this are a little bit strange. We are super, super low on money right now. But we don't need anything. People are still moving to the city. We're coming up upon the 7,000 mark. Rubbish is no longer a problem. We're still getting abandoned buildings in the industrial zone, but I'm not too bothered. We'll just roll the bulldozers in. What's the traffic situation like? This traffic situation doesn't look good, and I can't just upgrade the roads. Oh, there we go. We are now at the population of 7,000. So GG. I can't really well, I can upgrade this road. to a 6-lane road. Try and get the traffic moving a little bit more. But other than that, I'm kind of stuck with my shitty planning. Unfortunately, I would quite probably like to build some raised areas. You know what? A lot of our stuff is over there, so what I might try and do is build this. Have it come around like that. That looks really, really, really bad, but it just means that if people want to take a shortcut, alright, people want to take a shortcut out of the city. Does this need... Surely this is one way, so this can be one way as well. I don't know why I ever made it two-way, to be honest. Is that the wrong way? It is the wrong way. God damn it. Right, let's just pause that. Have to bulldoze that, bulldoze that. Is that going to be the right direction? Looks like it is. And then we are going to bulldoze that. And that is the right direction. There we go. Right, that's... That feels a little better. I just feel like having this raised road here... Oh, that's unzoned. It's weird. I just feel like having this raised road here is going to allow people to get into the industrial zone. It would be better if it came from here, really. It's actually just going to allow people to get out. It's not going to allow people to get in at all. So I think all I've done here is manage to create extra traffic jams somehow. Oh well. What's this? Ah, yes, these are some of the... I was looking around at the Steam Workshop at some of the grid patterns that were available and some of the intersections and roundabouts that were available. And was astounded by some of them, so went ahead and downloaded a couple. May try and give them a go in Crapsburg, although I quite like to build everything myself here with Crapsburg. Now, I know I've unlocked offices and high density residential and all that stuff, so I think we may give it a go here. What's going on here? Are we not producing enough water, or is it the production, or is it pipes? Okay. Probably no one's moving in here. Because of lack of water. There we go. Everything should be hooked up now. Water availability has gone up nicely. Sewage is still fine. How is our electricity doing? Electricity's great. Those solar farms I can possibly... I can probably afford to bulldoze one of these. I'll come back and check that when it's... oh. Ah, now you see that puts us quite close. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. I probably didn't need to do that. Right. Now that we have access to high density residential, I kind of want to build something with high density residential, like right fucking now. So, I'm going to plan the road layout for it. It's going to be 4-lane highway. Curved. Oh, this is 6-lane. So, whoops, what is that? highways. No, 6-lane. Yeah, 6-lane road with decorative trees. So you're going to come to there. And you're going to come around to there like that. Right, this is going to be high density. So we can stick with the larger roads. Like so. Just gotta line this up. There we go. As perfectly as I can. That should do. I'm gonna put another one around about here. Demolish that person's lovely house. There we go. Perfect. 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 It's a bit of a mess, that, actually. I think what's happened is it's gone a little bit squared. New zone available? I know a new zone's available. You don't have to keep telling me. This is going to be 6-lane. It's going to come out to here. And then link into there. That looks absolutely garbage, but you know what? Crapsburg, deal with it. Should I curve it a little? I feel like I should curve it just ever so slightly like that. That feels right. Probably going to look awful. Stop telling me that there's new zones available. I know there's new zones available. That's why I'm building all these super fucking expensive roads. Right. We'll start zoning. Let's get some high density residential in here. We'll get some commercial there. Some more high density residential. Now what is this as well? Low density commercial, high density commercial. Alright, let's get a block of high density commercial right in the center here, surrounded by more high density housing. There we go. Now I feel like that should be high density as well as this. Now, I know we've got some office as well, which I think counts towards our industry, so I kind of want to give that a go. So I am. This area over here is going to be office space. There we go. So we'll zone in some offices. I think that counts as industry, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure you guys who've played this a lot more than I have will be able to tell me in the comments section whether that counts as industry or not. And that's our new little area zoned. Let's put in some water pipes, because people are going to want to drink and flush their toilets. The sons of bitches. I'm getting quite low on money at the moment. Although I think I have played this game entirely on slow mode. Probably could have got through things a hell of a lot quicker. Definitely could have planned these water pipes a lot more efficiently. How much is that? 700. It'll be a while until I can afford that. Well, actually, it only really needs to go to, like, there. And this one, I'll extend from the end here. Is that going to be enough, or is that going to miss out this corner awkwardly? Might awkwardly miss out the corner, so we'll do that. Right, there we go. Now it needs power, apparently. It'll just be until it links up. What's that? Yeah. We need to wait for housing for it to link up for them to get electricity. Hopefully that's not going to take too long. We'll speed it up. This is the first time I'm going to speed it up. Let's see if we can... right, let's slow it down again. I don't like that speed. We need medical coverage. Garbage coverage is fine. Fire coverage is fine. Police coverage is terrible. This is going to be a hotbed of crime and disorder. Electricity is pushing in. We're getting there. But what we do need is medical, police, and a school. Oh yeah, the school. Well, I'm not too bothered about the rack having a school or not. What we do need is some goddamn money. Tell you what I will build, actually. I'm going to build a small park. Yeah. Hang on, I'm sure it fit. There we go. It fit a second ago. And there we go. You can have a park. Because I like you guys. There we go. And the park links everything up with electricity. Yeah, I knew there was a strategic reason for doing it. Population's still increasing nicely. Cash is looking rather healthy. In fact, can we afford to put the budget down on the garbage trucks? I think we can now. So let's do that. Back down to 100%. There we go. I don't care that a building is burned down. Buildings burn down all the time in this town. There we go. Building burnt down. Right, which one of you is abandoned? I think it's you. Fantastic. Right, let's see how this baby takes off. Doing alright. The officers are going up nicely. Low demand. Some houses are going up. We really just need to wait for some cash to flow in. And once we have some cash, we can build the services required. So we'll speed it up while the cash comes in. Let's look at all of this round here as well. It's actually industry people are wanting now. I guess that'll let us know if... Ah, yes, it does say industry or offices. So we can just build offices now instead of industry, which is nice. Because I don't like all this dirty industry. In fact, to be honest, I'd quite like to just leave this as the one industrial area and just sort of ring fence it off. Unfortunately, I built it in the wrong place. If I'd been thinking about it, probably should have built it maybe... Well, I don't know, actually. It's just there, if I expand here or here, there's going to be sort of industry encroaching in on the town already. Whoops, demolished someone's house there because the abandoned building looked like it disappeared. So I can just build offices, which is nice, because I would prefer to build offices than dirty industry. In fact, we're going to spend some of our hard-earned money now creating extra space for sorry, I just kind of stopped my sentence midway there. I want to create extra space for offices around about here. So this is all going to be office space because it seems like it's in fairly high demand. So let's see if there's any statues or anything I can place around here to encourage it. All of this is going to be office 2, so that's still kind of in the same place. I wonder if they'll build these on stilts, considering that they're a little bit awkward. A little bit awkward there. Right, offices going up nicely. Residential taking off. They probably are going to want some water. Again, people like to drink and be able to flush their toilets. Garbage. What's wrong with garbage? Remember to have a look at the newly unlocked building, the incineration plant. Yes. I'd rather have a recycling centre, to be honest. It's apparently an incinerator doesn't really help that much with garbage. You might as well just have the landfills. Although, I think the incinerator does generate electricity. Oh, people are actually running out of electricity. Let's go and plant some more of these bad boys down in the 8 megawatt range. That's 8. 7. That's 8. That's 7. That should have fixed our electricity problem right there. Not that we even had a problem, that was all preemptive. We'll have one more. Just to make sure. God, one of these buildings abandoned already. Come on, guys, what are you playing at? What was it? An office. And then I guess all of this can be... Well, I'll have this high density commercial and I'll have this low density commercial. It's because you don't want too many department stores and strip malls right next door to each other. And you want a few. Competition's good. Wow, these offices are getting taken up really, really quickly. We're probably going to have to build some more of those. I think what we'll do is we'll take this road here and bring it along the coast. Oh, reached it. Oh god, that was quick. What have we got in here? Train station, cargo terminal, small business enthusiast, big business benefactor, blah blah blah. Okay. We're going to run a highway along here. And then it's going to link up here. Why won't it? Why won't it link? I don't want it bendy. Stop bending. Stop it. Right, there we go. And then we're going to run some single streets up here. So some massive big highways into... Oh, look at that. We're going to demolish one of the only occupied buildings. Oh well. Progress, dude. Progress. They just vacated of their own accord. Nah, sod it. We're still going to demolish your business as well. Right. We'll put some more officers down and then I'll probably have to call it a day. Because we've been going for quite a while. So we'll have office all along the waterfront here. We'll have nice waterfront offices right next to the pollution. This can all be commercial because it's within the noise zone, and then this can all be high density residential. High density residential. And then we'll have some low density commercial. Because like I said, we don't want too much high density commercial. It looks like that has become unzoned thanks to the road that I laid down. We'll pipe them some services. And that should be it. We're actually running out of water very, very quickly. So I think what we'll do is we'll plant another one of those there. I think next time we're really going to have to expand. And I think we're probably going to expand over here and take the lessons that we've learned and build Crapsburg 2. That said, from what I've seen other people doing is they build whole sections and then they would name all of that there as one district. Then they'd have it linked up with highways. It looks like more landfills are needed. Always need more landfills. There we go. And I think we're definitely going to have to call it a day there. Although I do need to buy these things before we go. No, fire was good, wasn't it? Well, we'll put another one in there. It's the police that we really need. So, this area here, dangerously under-policed. This area here also. Schools. We'll go with an elementary school. We'll plonk one there. We'll also have to plonk one there. I think that will do us. Oh, fire brigade. No, medical centre. Oh my god. How are my citizens still alive? That's pretty good. And I think we'll get one more in there. And that should bring us up to standard. So medical looks good. Garbage looks good. Fire brigade looks good. Police looks good. Education. Education looks alright. It looks alright. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. Been going for nearly 40 minutes now. Next time, we'll go ahead and buy a new plot. Leave me a comment in the comment section below whether you think I should buy north, south, east or west. Unless you think south, then I'm going to ignore your comments. So let me know whether I should buy north, east or west. And expand Crapsburg into which direction. My preference is for north, but if all of you guys say east or west, then obviously I'll go with what you guys say. So thanks very much for watching episode number 4 of Crapsburg. I've been Maxwell, and I'll catch you guys next time.